Hi all and welcome. Let's talk about the new age coming in June.
Right, okay. Never mind. Filling out a few bits there, but there we go. How is our horse doing? Still waiting for our horse to do. Maybe wait a little while, I think, for that. Has our friend got any food? Yeah. What can we do while we're waiting? Tell you what we can do. We can go and get some more iron. But we're going to wander up the river for that. Of course, once this new age comes out, everything's going to be different. Enemies are going to have different health.
You will never return to your den.
Bosses, bad luck of it, are certainly getting a nerf. 3 skull bosses will be getting more health, possibly. I think 1 skull bosses are losing a bit of health. I know Kaya on Fire put a video out, I think it was today as I'm playing, or it might have been yesterday, where she was talking about the arena champion and how her health's been, by the look of it, chopped in half even. So yeah, if you were frightened of fighting the arena champion before, it looks like she's going to be a lot easier now. Even though she's only a 1 skull boss, everybody says she's the hardest boss in the game. Which, yeah, she definitely can be. But by the look of it, it can stay the same. Not for much longer. So what we'll probably do, once this new update, I'm not on Test Live by the way, this is just a regular game on console, I'm not actually on PC. Just for those who are wondering, what I'll probably do is, when the new age obviously drops in June, we'll be playing that through. I'll probably play through it on my own private server. I say private server, it is actually open for people to join it. I'll probably play on there for a little bit, and we'll check some stuff out. We'll go into the arena as well and have a look and just see if, obviously with what Kaya found with where their health numbers, whether that is the case when it comes to live, because obviously Test Live is obviously a test server and they're testing things out, seeing how things work, see if they're happy with things, see how everybody finds things. Excuse me. So it may well be that things could change again, but if her health's been like chopped like that, then that is just that is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. You could probably, even as Kaya did, you could probably, I think it was Kaya. There's a few people mentioned it, I think. It may not have been Kaya, it could have even been Annabriella, that's another one who's also looked at it. I think she did a video today on it as well. Kaya may have done it, I'm not sure, could be getting them muddled up. There's that many different other content creators I try and keep up with as well for this information, it gets confusing. So yeah, I think it's actually Annabriella that did one with her solo stamina build where she took her on her own. You could clearly see just how low her health was compared to previous, original game as is now at the time of this stream. So yeah, we'll have to definitely see, but it'll definitely be interesting if she has been nerfed. That'll make things a heck of a lot different. Because for those who don't know, the arena champion. She's one of the bosses. I don't actually have it directly up, but it's around about this area here. Sort of up near Seppenmaru, which is here. Called Clayel's Stronghold, which is a dungeon. And again, we certainly couldn't do it with this type of gear that we're wearing now. We're nowhere near ready for it. But yeah, it's one of the harder dungeons. She isn't even the last boss though, that's the thing. She's sort of the... I would say next to last boss, but you could even say next to last but not even have to fight bosses. Because you can actually, there is a way you can actually bypass her. And there's a little corridor you can duck through that means you don't have to fight the arena champion. But I'm thinking, if you've got a decent build and you give your thralls or follower, friend, whatever you want to call them, we all have different names for them now. If you give them a decent build, I reckon, yeah, if they're built well or you're built properly in your gear, if she's really had her health chopped like she has, then I mean, you don't need to be frightened of her anymore. She should be pretty easy. By the look of it, it's been chopped down either half or even more than half. So, yeah, when Anna was fighting her, she was just using daggers the whole time and just dodging the arena champion's combos, and you could see, because of glutton for punishment, she did take a couple of little hits off her, but it didn't really do anything to her, and she was just stacking the bleed with daggers on her all the time constantly, and she was just about, it took a little while to take her down still, so it's still a fight, but by the look of it, it's going to be a fight that's a heck of a lot easier to what it used to be. Hello, Mr. Crocodile. Yep, we know. Come on then.
My claws are sharp. Are yours?
Oh, there we go. Right. Did that hurt us too much? No, we're alright. It's just a scratch. Yeah. So this one I'm on at the moment was a little Let's Play series we were doing. I know we haven't done an episode on that for a little while, but we've had other videos that we've had to be sort of focusing on. I've been wanting to get up to date with the little guides and things for you guys, just to get information out there for you all. Bearing in mind, once the new age comes out, things will probably change again. For what we're seeing, Black 4863 is covering a lot as well. It looks like legendary weapons are getting a buff, which is great, because a lot of these legendary weapons you get from chests half the time are just a waste of time. Oops, no use to you. A lot of the time you'll get it out of the box, not get the one you've been after, get back to your base, chuck it in a chest and never use it. Now it's looking like we might be able to, and apparently we're going to also get, forgotten the word you use for them now, I want to say special weapons kind of thing that you're going to be able to find, which are going to be better than legendaries apparently. So it'll be interesting to see what they are, whether they're more strength focused again, or whether agility and strength focused, a bit of both, because it seems to be a lot of strength weapons that you get out of chests and things, and not so many agility, so it'd be cool if we get either a balance of, or some more of either. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. Put my torch on a minute. Right, it's kind of a little bit dark, guys, so just bear with me. Well, this is kind of a bit thingy, but just makes it a bit easier while we're talking and doing what we're doing. We want to be able to see what we're doing. Obviously in the video you wouldn't see that. Normally at that point I'd say, right, I'm going to cut here and I'll bring you back when it's morning. And then with the magic of editing I'd be bringing you back when it was daytime again. Which I'd literally just do what I just did then, little trade secret, and stop the recording, do that, and then bring you back. It's literally as easy as that. It's not a cheat, it's just the way it is. Some people will argue and say using admin's cheating. Not if you're using it for a little thing like that for a live stream that just keeps it nice and light so that you guys can see. Or like when the new things come out, if we want to check something, you know, like a weapon or an enemy type or something like that, we can spawn one in and have a look at it, and we can see whether that's the case or not. You know, we'll be able to look at things and figure it out. we're not going to use it to be, you know, spawning a powerful enemy just to then, like the arena champion, just to have her walking around with us so that we're never going to die. You know, that, yeah, that just takes away the fun of it. But in a guide video or something, yeah, you do that because you need the person, thrall, NPC, whatever you want to call them. Excuse me, you need them stood in front of you to be able to do that. Otherwise you just can't do it. That's what content creation's all about. Yes, so welcome to anybody who's here. Thank you for joining, hope you're well. Let me know in the comments if you are. Any questions, do feel free to ask them. A bit of a spur of the moment stream, this one. Hopefully future ones will be advertised a bit more and a bit more organised. This was just a quick, I thought we'll just go live while I'm just playing a minute, why not? Just talk to you guys about the new age, whether you're excited for it, whether you're not excited for it, whether you are but you're a bit unsure, what you're excited about with it, what you don't like with it. There's a few different things. I know stamina's a big one at the minute. A lot of people, by the sound of it, are not really happy about this, where stamina's been nerfed as it has, that especially with a big two-handed weapon now it's going to cost you a full combo with a hammer would use all your stamina up, but I kind of see where, I think it was Black 463 again talking about it, like he said that yeah, if you do a full combo with a two-handed hammer, yes, that's going to drain your stamina, but you could see when he did it, look how fast it regened again. We're not max level here yet, but yeah, don't forget, you have got your grit as well. If you level that up as much as you can, you've got bonuses in there that will increase your stamina. If you're wearing armour that has stamina bonuses in it, you know, you shouldn't be too difficult. PvP, I think, is more of the where that sort of community a lot are going to feel it more and are going to be more concerned and stressed about it, shall we say. I think PvE, I think we're going to be fine. I certainly don't always feel it. Yeah, if I start sprinting with this character now, I feel it, and we struggle a bit. That's because, you know, we're not wearing endgame armour yet, and we're still low level, so we're going to feel it. But I think in a normal PvE environment, you're not really going to struggle with it. Certainly if you give yourself, like I say, armour with some sort of a stamina bonus in it, there's potions you can use, there's food you can eat, you pretty much, you know, we should be fine. It might be worse than we think, we don't know, but people are on the test live, whatever you want to call it, you know, beta tester, whatever you want to call it, trying it out, testing these different things. Hopefully that's something I'll look at doing in the future. I need to get used to Conan on PC a little bit more just yet before I can look at doing a video or a stream talking about test live and actually playing that server and, you know, figuring stuff out. I'm not that advanced just as yet. Yes, I've been doing YouTube a little while, but not as long as some of the other folk that do it. So you've got quite a few. Don't forget, you've got White 4863, you've got Kyra on Fire, there's Anna there's dozens. You've got Eradication, who keeps you up to date with all your like build ideas and things, and the lore behind Conan, and what do you think the lore and different stories could be that are coming. Who else is Angar, who's like myself, another creator who kind of doesn't go into the lore too much and isn't really too bothered about doing it. He wants to just play the game and learn the new stuff as it comes out and enjoy it. He may cover it a little bit, I don't know, but check him out. Another fellow UK streamer. At the moment, at the time of this one, he's currently doing videos doing a couple of times a week, and he also does a live stream on a Sunday, around about 8 o'clock on YouTube. And I think he goes for about 2 hours usually, and just kind of does what we're doing now, really. He's just having a run around, doing stuff, and chatting to his community, which I also join in with as well. So it's definitely good, definitely fun. Something for your Sunday evenings if you're stuck for something to do. Check it out. Definitely recommend it. Where are we going to put this as a point? Yeah, we'll pop it in there for the moment. So yeah, just so like I said, a bit of a spur of the moment thing. I thought we'd just jump on, have a chat to you guys, see what we think about the upcoming age, see see what people's thoughts and opinions are on it. We'll have another video coming out in our little armour guide series on Saturday. That'll be on the channel. Also, you've got the episode 1 still to check out if you haven't seen that, and a few other sort of guides and tips and tricks videos that have just come out recently on the channel. Feel free to check them out. Just helps me know what you guys want and how you guys are enjoying the channel and the content and everything. Just helps me to keep growing and bring out content that you guys want rather than me guessing it. Because there's nothing worse as a content creator that you're trying to figure out what your community wants, like I do. You're just starting out and you think, oh, this'll do, that'll do, blah blah blah, but then each different video you try a different sort of avenue or niche within your niche, if you will, and you find that, well, alright, yeah, I'm covering Conan, which a few other people do, well, quite a few actually, but I was doing Let's Plays. They weren't necessarily getting so many views on them, which isn't a bad thing, don't get me wrong. I'm not at all, complaining. We were a slightly smaller community than what we even are now, when they were all coming out. But, yeah, since I've been doing some guides and different guide videos on thralls and armour for them, weapons for them, and this new series now that's talking about armour for players. Oh, baby, look at that. Baby, hiya. Pity we don't want them. Yeah, I'm noticing those sort of videos are getting a lot higher views at the minute, so I'm kind of thinking, rather than carrying on like I'm doing with this sort of Let's Play style sort of series until we get more people in the community, more followers or subscribers, members of the family, whatever you want to call yourselves, I thought we'd just sort of hold off on the Let's Play side of things and focus more on guides and tips and tricks, those type of things. Whoa, just a regular game, eh? Oh, there's going to be a one skull or something with the noise he made. No. Oh, and we've got a crocodile fighting another one over there. Who's going to win? Crocodile or shellback? Oh, the crocodile wins it. Thought the shellback might have had him then, but no. Crocodile won it. So yeah, just as I say, if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider doing so. It'd be great to have you as part of the family. Hope you enjoy this type of content, and if you're enjoying Conan Exiles just as we all are, I'm sure you'll appreciate what we have to offer on the channel. Give this stream a like if you're enjoying it, or if you're watching this at a later date and you've watched it and you did think it was good, give me a thumbs up again. Just helps the channel to grow, helps the old algorithm recommend my content more to more people, and more people means more views means hopefully more subscribers, and that for me means my channel is growing and getting successful and that I'm doing something right with it. Because unless you guys tell me, I don't know. And like I said, leave comments down below with any requests of further content you'd like to see. Anything I haven't covered that you want to know about if I'm not thinking of it. I don't know too much about the lore, I'll be honest about that at the moment, or necessarily where a lot of the books and tablets and things that you can collect. I've never really sort of properly gone into that myself, but there are other creators again who have done a lot of the lore, like I say, Eradication. There's also a great channel called Pixel Cave. They've done a lot of videos recently where they talk about stuff from the Bazaar or the Battle Pass, so bring out different guides about named crafters, etc., and different locations and where to find different journals or recipes. Really helpful, great little channel. Give them a follow and a subscribe if you haven't already. I certainly find a lot of their tips and guides very helpful. Not just for me as another creator, but also I'll end up learning something about the game that I didn't know. So it's every credit to them. Yeah. All well and good, it's what it's all about. We're all one big community, one big family together. We might all be different creators and do things in different ways and have different ways of looking at things, but we're all trying to do the same, reach the same goal ultimately at the end of the day. We're all trying to, entertain an audience. So yeah, So as we know at the moment, unless it's subject to change, the new patch is coming on June the 22nd, I think the date is. So only a few weeks away now, about 3 or 4 weeks away possibly. No doubt that'll be another big update again. Probably come with some bugs, it usually does. Hopefully not too many, hopefully certainly not any game breaking ones, because I know console has certainly been struggling with bugs over these last few sort of patches, from bugs that have been in a while or something that's come as a new bug with an update. I know we get it sometimes on here with the sentinels where they disappear, where the statue should be there. Is that actually it there? Where is it? Is it here? I feel like that should be it. Let me just have a look. Yeah, we're actually on the sentinels now. So yeah, if you see there, the sentinels, the big statue should be here. And you can see I'm obviously colliding with it, but it's invisible. But yeah, the big sentinel statue should be there. And the other one would be over there in front of that rock, across there, but excuse me, one of the many visual glitches that are going on at the minute. I don't think they have this on PC. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, one of the many, as I say, visual bugs that's going on at the moment, when the sentinels disappear. Hopefully that gets fixed in the next patch. Oh yeah, let me know what you're excited about. Let me know what you're looking forward to. What you're not looking forward to with it. Anything you're concerned about. Let me know in the chat down below. Stick it in the comments afterwards. As I say, sub if you haven't. Be very nice to have you with us as part of the family. Another cool thing that I've seen, Wack was showing it off in a stream a few days ago. The new clan banner system. So even if you're playing a single player like this, if you want to create the clan banners that would go around your base, so you can put them on your weapons apparently as well, or you can put them on your horse as a cover as well, you'll have to actually make a clan. So we're in single player obviously at the moment. I don't have one here, but when this new update comes out, you will actually have to make a clan. Give yourself a clan then to be able to use it. Excuse me, we're just going dark again. So we'll just quickly do that so we can see what we're doing. Hello to anyone that's just joined, glad to have you with us. Hope you're well. We're just having a bit of a play around and a look at Conan and talking about the new upcoming chapter, or age should we say. So yeah, as I was saying, those clan banners, they definitely look interesting. Not sure fully how it's going to work, but as I say, Wack was showing it off on his stream. Not sure fully how it's going to work, but as I say, Wack was showing it off on his stream. Sorry about that, just wanted to check the playback on the device for the stream, make sure it was running smooth enough, but it seems to be behaving. It's a bit slower than where I'm hearing it live, so that's why there was a little bit of a delay. Gosh, there's a lot of corrupted shield back around here. Oh gosh, there's one there as well, look at this.
Have you nothing better, Pop?
So yeah, where that rock is there, that's where the other, just across there, that's where the other sentinel should be, and of course it's one of the many bugs that are around in the game, and it seems to be missing. Which is quite funny, but yeah, it should be just there, sort of, be able to see where my dot is in the middle of the screen now, it should be there on that rock. Let's just head back over it. Problem with single player is as well, even if you leave a horse to craft or tame, whatever you want to call it, and then you don't come back on for a little while, it won't be ready because it still needs the game to be running for it to be ready. But there we go, look at that. Horse is actually ready. Perfect. Right. Oops, pressing all fingers and thumbs here, pressing the wrong button, guys. What am I doing? Right. So we take our horse, put in a slot there. And then put them down like that. And as you can see, there we go. We now have our horsey ready for when we need them. Beauty of single player, you can put things really close together, which is weird because there's no, obviously she's following me at the minute, but I can pretty much put her where she is now. There's no like grid spacing like there is on official servers for thralls where they can't be stood side by side, which is very weird. But yeah. So that'll have to, the horse will have to wait a little bit because I don't think, if I remember rightly, we've got our saddler's workbench yet, have we? No, we haven't. Right, we're going to have to make one of those. So yeah, let's just see. Oh, I've got a thing to climb there. On the end. That was good. Ah, that's a typical one. Third one along, visit Sepp and Maru. Excuse me. We're not going to be able to do that on here because it's a long, I say a long way away. It's not a million miles away, but it's a bit of a pointless run from where we are because we'd have to get all the way up the river past everything here, all the way up here, it's all the way up there. So we won't do that now. Let's just have a look at the bazaar while we're here, see what's in. We've still got these, which because the visual glitches, obviously it doesn't want to show up clearly. The big apothecary cabinet, I think it's called. No, the arcane bookcase, sorry. Decoration of the table. And then some other bits and pieces, still pretty much the same things that are still in, that have been for a little while. Yeah, nothing changing there very much. Right. Yeah, I know, right? Horse is excited to be here. So yeah, even when it comes to building, obviously I've got a list like this at the moment. This is on single player, so it doesn't matter. But at the minute, if you have a purge enabled, as I've mentioned in videos, sort of from here, so it kind of goes all the way along, down this side of the river, back along, and then back along here. So all within this sort of little area here, and just in there, and all down the river. Anywhere you build, if you build on foundation, you won't get the purge. As you can see there, mine's very, very slow because I've not been on for a while. But in chapter 2 of the Age of War, apparently purges are getting rework, and instead of being like they are now, where you can end up getting a purge, it's going to be a similar mechanic apparently, or something like, we think what you do on the Isle of Siptor, you'll have to actually summon a purge. There's a lot coming to it, so we don't really know a lot of information yet, just of what's been shared so far. Sure, more details will come out sooner and nearer the time, because we've not even had chapter 1 yet. But yeah, that'll be coming out as well, which I suppose for new players is great, because if you don't want a purge, or you've never heard of what a purge is, and you don't want to mess about with it, this whole sort of thing of, I suppose when you think about normally, like everybody goes around trying to use the pillar trick, so instead of you having to Why can't I do... wait a minute. What are we doing here? Right, there's a lot of people in the past, and I've done a video myself recently as well, about, you know, how they'll say if you don't want the purge somewhere on the map, pop a pillar down and then put ceiling tile on top of it. By the sound of it, of chapter 2, you're not going to have to do that. Because this whole purge meter thing at the bottom of the middle of the screen will be going, and there'll be no purge anymore. You're not going to have to worry about that, but that's still going to be in chapter 1 as far as we know. That's just in chapter 2, but lots of cool stuff coming obviously in chapter 1, which is obviously before we go anywhere else. That will be upcoming. See how our friend's doing. What level is she at? Level 8, so she's getting there. She's only at level 8 because it's how we were getting on in our little let's play that we've been doing. We've not really got far from here as yet. What I may well do is when the new age comes along, because of the new system with the weapons etc, like with weapons changing and other bits and pieces, might start a whole new let's play. I know we've done a couple in the past that have only gone a few episodes, but what we might actually do is a new one. Give it some sort of, obviously it'll still be a let's play type series, but it'll be a Age of War let's play kind of thing, so we'll start a whole brand new thing, and we can kind of just do like we did here, get our little starter base somewhere, get our first friend, get doing things like that, get a horse, all the usual bits and pieces that you'd normally do. We'll do all that, and then get a main base built somewhere. I actually do a lot more of the stuff that's involved with the game, but it'll be more up to date, because that'd be interesting, because if we can get ourselves sorted out, I say sorted out, I mean like leveled up and get some proper armour kitted up and eventually get ourselves a proper thrall. Don't let her hear me saying that, I don't understand this, but you know what I mean. Getting ourselves like a Delincia or somebody like that, and then, or a Berserker even. It'll be interesting then to actually kit them out properly, get ourselves in some epic armour, obviously endgame level 60, and then going over to Clayle's stronghold, taking on that dungeon, and then even trying the arena champion, and then just seeing if she is actually a lot easier, like it looks like she's going to be, which I'll be honest with you, she is one NPC, one skull boss in the game. I've always skipped her. The only time I'll go in her, or near her area, as she is in the arena, is literally if I need to go into the arena to go through to the sort of little back room that there is to learn the arena champion armour. I certainly don't go anywhere near her and fight her, because yeah, she hits like a truck, as the saying goes at the minute, and we'd have no chance in this armour. I certainly wouldn't. She certainly would hardly do any damage to her. She'd probably die after 2 or 3 hits, and just, yeah, it'd be a waste of time. Yeah. So yeah, we'll start a whole new series. As I say, if you guys have got any requests for anything you want to know about, let me know in the comments of this stream. Let me know in the chat down below if there's any other particular, if there's a particular armor set you know of and you'd like me to just like highlight it, do a little showcase on it, just to show it off and talk about the stats it's got on it, because if it's one you used to use but you've not dared craft it since it's been changed, if it possibly has, or you just want to see what it looks like, let me know. I'll certainly cover that in a little video for you, that's not a problem. If you haven't already seen it, do check out a video that I have on the channel called my Ultimate Thrall Build Guide. It's based off 2 followers, but it would still work even just for 1 follower. The only difference is obviously the weapon situation, which is pretty flexible and it's more your choice, but the actual armour that they're wearing, why I put them in it, why it's beneficial to them, and why other pieces just aren't any good for them. So go check that one out, that's there on the channel, been out a little while now, but also then there's a video following on from that talking about weapons for thralls, so it just kind of tells you, excuse me, what different weapons are about for them. Like this one's using a basic mace at the minute. Sometimes some of them come with a one-handed sword, you probably don't want to leave that on them. Like Delancey, she'll come with a one-handed star metal sword. She'll hurt you with it when you're trying to knock her out, but she's a little bit slow and not great with it when you get her sort of following you as a friend, if you will. She's better, to be quite honest, either with a mace of some sort, whether it's Adjor's Bane or the Tenderizer, which is a great mace. I'll do a video on them sometimes, of the mace, of why that's such a good weapon. It's actually the Tenderizer mace, that's the one from the Yogg religion, so if you learn Yogg you can craft, it's a craftable item on the Yogg shrine, temple, altar, whatever you want to call it. If you put a tier 4 Yogg priest on there, you'll get more damage and more armor pen on it, and it could actually potentially be slightly better than Yogg's touch even. Not Yogg's touch. I don't know why I keep thinking of Yogg's touch, that's because that's another weapon in there. Adjor's Bane, sorry. So yeah, that's even worth having a look at. If you don't want to give her a mace, if you prefer having a two-handed weapon, then yeah, give her a two-handed greatsword, so the star metal greatsword. Or if you've seen my Black Keep video, or if not, don't want to give too much away, but if you haven't seen my video on the Black Keep, go check that one out. It's all about the Black Keep and this Kin Scourge, the army you can learn from there, and the weapon you can learn from there. Not going to give away the name in this stream of what that sword is, but any of you who have seen the video, you know what it's called, or if you've played the game for a long time, you know the weapon in question that I'm on about. Probably, in my opinion, one of, or if not the best two-handed weapon in the game at the moment. Bear in mind, just give me next update, it could be completely different, but at the moment that's the one that I recommend for yourself, even if you're somebody who likes to use a big two-handed sword, even for you as a character, as a player. But definitely give a Delancey or your Berserker, if you've got one of them, and just watch them go crazy with it. It's mad fun. Let's just see where we're up to here. So yeah, like I say, this was just a short, quick little test stream, just to mess about, see how things are looking, see what we think, see if you guys are interested. Just a bit of a mess around. Let me know what you thought of this one. Give me some comments down below if you want some more regular streams that I can hopefully try and schedule if I can get all my stuff figured out with my PC and my PS5. Hopefully get all that linked up with OBS, and we can maybe look at doing an actual scheduled stream. If you guys would like that sort of thing, let me know. As I say, tomorrow being Saturday, there is a video coming out Saturday evening, my time UK, which US time I think will be sort of around about mid-afternoon, early to mid-afternoon time, which is another episode of our Armour for You series. If you haven't seen episode 1, there's a chance to catch up on that before episode 2 comes out, and then episode 3 should be dropping beginning next week. Well, alright then guys, thanks for popping in, thanks for checking this out in the future if you do, and until I see you in the next video, I shall say goodbye. Alright then guys, bye for now.